Okay, welcome back to the stream. And today we're going to be doing the horse. We're going to start with the head, and we're going to do the head, which is 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. The head and the neck has 3 parts to it, so altogether it's 4 parts. Then we're going to do the legs, the front and hind legs. You see, I'm already ready to go. So I got my parts ready, and just a little preface here. Here are the metal armatures for the inside of the legs here. Where the armor goes around it, and it's a little tight. If you looked at my X account, I posted some videos showing me putting some grease on here. I put some of the Motor X grease on it, and it just still is very, very stiff. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that by design, but even after putting the grease in, it's still a bit tough. Just like with the arms and the legs of the character, the Legend of the Star General, whatever his name is, and I think that's his name. And yeah, I did that with all 4 legs, and that was the best I can do. I can't bend it anymore. Look at it. I can bend it okay, but it's just still very, very, very stiff. All right, anyway, let's start the build. It'll probably be a little bit longer one today, so I brought out some other files here to file out some of the nubs. And soon I'm going to make a video going through all the different ways you can get rid of the nubs on your models, and I'm going to look at very different, a lot of different methods of how to do that, and I'm going to kind of maybe pick one I think is the best one. But until then, I'm just doing this way. This model kit, it doesn't require a lot of nub removal. And again, I make sure I put my music on there. There we go. And so it doesn't really require, because the way the model is designed, it's not a way where you just put layer on top of layer of parts. So you have like the basic armature, the underlying skeleton. This is not a good example. This is the leg, but if you look at another example, like the arm, for example, you put like the base armor on top of the leg. It could be like a dark blue color. And then on top of that plastic would be more slots. And on that side would you put more layers of armor on it. So you just keep stacking layer on top of layer of parts of armor. And it kind of covers up the nubs so you don't see it as much as compared to a Gundam model. A Gundam model is more... let's take a look at Nemo. A Gundam model is just sort of like this. It's smooth. And so you can see the nubs a lot clearer on this one. I didn't do a good job on this at all, this Nemo one. I could have done better. But yeah, the armor there is smooth. It's not so much layer upon layer. It's just one layer of armor, and then you can rub out the nubs or the seams too. This one didn't really have a seam problem. This Nemo kit wasn't that bad. It was pretty straightforward. Looks like he dropped something. No, that's not his. I don't know whose that part is over there. There's a hand part there. Okay, so leave that right there. Okay, so what I'm doing right now before we start going, because it might be a little long stream today, longer than usual, I'm just sort of... These files, when you buy these files new, they're very rough. You don't want them that rough. So I like to get like one of these round sanders. What kind of grade is it? I forgot what it was. A CP 120. And I just like to kind of go over it and smooth it out just a little bit, because they're too rough and they leave too much scuff marks. So I'll just do that real quick. And then we'll get to the build. So the first part, we're going to do the head, and then we're going to go through the neck, and then the legs today. And we're almost done with this model, because after that is the body. That's it. So the horse isn't really that complex compared to the main character, the Legend of the Star General. So let me just go through this real quick, get this sanded down. Let me go to my screen there. Okay, there. Okay, cool. Got it. How are we doing over here? Okay. looks like. Okay. This one's really rough. Yeah, and then the next kit we're going to do after this is going to be a Volks model kit. I don't think I've seen anybody do this on YouTube. I've seen someone do one Volks kit, but I've never seen the Terror one. It's called Terror. And I'm actually going to paint that one because I don't really care for the base paint on that one. So I'm going to go through and paint. And you can follow me on X where I update and I put little updates of videos and pictures of the models I'm going to be doing and how I prepare for the show and stuff. My X account is ERICH space THOR, Eric Thor. And you'll see my picture. It's a picture of like a beaver or something or a groundhog. Okay. This is Elder Scrolls Skyrim music. So you don't have to worry about copyright strikes on it because the guy who wrote it, which I always forget his name, okay, is you don't get copyright. Okay, so let's put all these various sanders over here, and files and tweezers here. All right, I need to get my better glasses again so I can read the instructions. All right, let's get building. Just a little. Okay, so let's put the mic over here. Okay, so let's open up our box with all the parts. And just to show you, I've prepared each step here. I've got from the head, the neck to the legs, all in order here. And I just went ahead and cut the pieces. I cut off the little extra spear that's on there, but I didn't really file anything yet. So I've got it all in order. So it makes it easier. It took me all together probably about 4 hours to do all this. I didn't do it all in 4 hours though. One sitting. I just did over a period of a couple of days, and I just would sit there and just cut the parts off in order according to the instructions and just put them all in order in the tray. So it's easy just to go from step one. These consist of like let's see, what's the first step is? It's step 8.1. No, it's not. Oh, here it is right here. Right here. We're looking at this instructions here. Yeah, so I put together, based on, this is step 9. This is all step 9. And you can see here, the head and the neck consists of 4 parts. And I put them all. So this is the head, and this would be the upper neck, middle neck, and lower neck. And then we get to the legs. So I arranged it that way. Okay, so that, well, the thing I'm worried about is that head, the head part, with the neck where the big peg goes. The peg is supposed to go into a hole in the body, but the peg might not fit. Yeah, there it is right there. There's the peg. So we've had trouble in the past. Horse's neck, done. We had trouble in the past getting that peg into a hole because a hole wasn't big enough. And that's been kind of indicative of this kit. All right, so we'll just put this over here on my music stand. Get that out of the way. Got my X-Acto knives. Got my board here. All right, let's get to building. So the first part we see. Let me adjust this. Okay, that's better. So the first part, okay, so we got to deal with that. All right. So let's get all our parts for the, got to be careful. I don't want to drop these. I don't want to drop these because there's so many small parts. So I'm going to arrange them all on the green mat here so you can see the size. And there's in the head here, there's a lot of little small parts. There's the head right there. There's the side of the head. So, and there's some green, transparent green parts. There's the other side of the head. It goes like that. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about those pegs, if they go in the hole or not. Okay, these are lots of little tiny pieces. This is the first, this is just the the first initial steps of just the head only. And we finish off with this, the crown. Okay. So let's get these pieces out very carefully. Yeah, that's the thing with this high play Chinese company is that these model kits not shit. Well, they can be because they just have so much in there. I think that's the piece I want. Drop one in there. Maybe that's it. That's a gray piece. Let me pull those out. I'm not sure if that's correct. I don't remember that in the leg though. I think I dropped a piece in. Oh no, that's the gray one. Okay, that's cool. That's the gray piece that I dropped. So the gray goes with gray, and this blue goes with the leg. Okay. Oh, there's another small green piece. Wow. Okay. So these are all the pieces here to the head, all arranged nice and neat. We got a couple of green parts here that probably need to be painted, but you're not going to notice that because it's just going to get hidden by layers and layers of parts. Okay, so we'll shut that because we don't need that. All right. So the first part we need is MG4. So let's just start putting this thing together. I got to find the part. Let's see. That's it right there. And make sure when you clip those off, there's some extra spear on there. So get that clipped off. All right. And then we have MG4. We have this. Yeah. So that should go like this. And that should fit in like that. There you go. Okay. That's step one. Okay. Now step two is this. So we need the part we just did. Let's put that over there. Get that all spread out. Can you see that okay? Okay, good. You can see my green mat. Okay. So now we got the two halves of the head, and now we need the back with the pin. We need that pin piece there, and I think that's it right there. And that's got to be facing the back. It's got to be facing like this because the pin is going to, this part's going to move back and forth so you can extend the neck like that. It should go backwards. Yeah, like that. Okay. So they say, according to here, see all those slots? There's tons of slots on here. You just keep layering plastic armor on top of this, and it just covers up the nubs. So you didn't really have to worry about the nubs too much or painting scheme on these high play Chinese model kits. It basically leaves nothing to the imagination. Just like, what do? You're done. It's got all the gradient colors, dark grays and light grays, and it's like, that's it. I mean, with the Gundam model, there's pretty simple, even master grade kits. You can paint, weather, whatever. It kind of leaves up to you how you want to do it, how you want to paint that. Okay, this should go here, supposedly. Goes on the back one. And this part we just did goes at the bottom. So we'll put that on first. That's the mouth. There's the mouth. Okay, the mouth opens. Nice mouth. And then this goes on the back here like this. It kind of goes loosey-goosey. It's a little loose. And it's a little top heavy because it's heavy on this knob is heavy. And so it just easily falls off. Okay, there you go. And now we just put the thing together and make sure it looks. I'm starting with the back peg. That may be. That should go in there. There it goes. There. That snapped into place. And that's the head. There's the mouth that opens up. Cool. That's pretty easy. Okay, we're done with the head. Now we get the upper jaw. MA5. There's the... okay, so we're going to have to do a little... We'll get our file out. I don't know how long this is going to take to do this because we're going to do the legs too. So bear with us. Looks like I didn't really clip all the spear off of that. So you have to file that down a little bit so it can fit. Let's say we don't have to worry about nub removal. The next model kit, I'm going to do nubbing. I'm going to get rid of those nubs starting the next one. So this goes at the bottom. This should slip into the slots there like this. Okay, that fit in nice. Okay, very good. Now the top part of the head, the mouth is going to be that. And that's going to be this part right there. And that should fit just like that. Okay, there you go. Uh-oh. There's a spear. We got to get rid of that. Let's try one of our newer files. If I don't get rid of this, the mouth won't shut all the way. There's a seam there. It should be the Geshabukuros on the desk. Oh, that's because the young student. It just goes and go hyakuan. No. Okay. So we got the mouth on. Okay, now we got to deal with these side pieces and make sure that they're facing the right. Okay. They have the slots there. And you can just sort of follow the contours of the back here. Yeah, there you go. That should fit there. There's one layer. Oh, that didn't go in all the way. Uh-oh, we might have to glue that. Okay, and now we put the other armor on. There we go. I got a feeling that upper mouth, the upper part of the mouth, the roof of the mouth, is going to fall up. There you go. Okay. All right. Moving on. Now we do this part. I've clipped everything. Okay. That goes on there. Is there anything else I should do before that? Oh, yeah. No, does that? Those parts go on first? What are those parts? That's the that goes in the front. So we do the small parts first, and then we have a green. Okay, we're gonna use a green one now. Cool. That goes on the back like there. And that's gonna be his eyes. That serves as his eyes. And this goes on. There you go. Told you the eyes. We're still not done yet. We still got a few slots there to fill. Nice. But like I said, all the nubs are gone. You have to really try removing the nubs. Okay, so we did. Now we go on to the smaller parts, the parts I hate. We got a lot of these silver parts here. We got gray. And we got these little parts here. Oh, okay. We're doing that. We got this. We got one more emerald green part. Okay, so now we're going to Is this it? Is this how it's going to go, like that? Or it's going to go like, going to go backwards, like ears? Well, that wouldn't make any sense. Okay, it's got to go. It's got to go facing this way because we don't want. We don't want it. Okay, do I have to put anything on there? Let's see. Okay, that's the little gray part's going to serve. There you go. That serves as the ear. And this little gray part, this dark gray part, should fit in there. Okay, that goes on the other side. Yeah, okay. This should go right inside. Now, if it doesn't stick in there, we can always glue it. There you go. All the nubs just disappear. Let's put it on the other ear. There we go. There's the other ear. And now we're going to put the inside of the ear. There. I just worry that those things are going to fall out. Yeah, so that nubbing video I'm going to do, just to let you know, is going to be very comprehensive. Yeah. I want to cover all kind of like the main methods that you find. There's lots of videos on it, but which one is the right method? Because there's so many different ways. At the end, you'll probably just choose whatever works. So it's probably good to have a good variety of ways to do it instead of just one. Okay, there. All right. Now, these silver parts, we're finished with the head over here. Let me put these silver parts together. And we got this green emerald. We got blue. Okay. And it's going to serve as more, more or less, more armor. Let's see. That's pretty much it. You just sort of, it just snaps together like that because they're identical. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. Oops. There's a seam there. That noise. Get rid of those. Now, okay, now we're going to put some more stuff on here. Okay, so we have the light blue, light blue, light blue. We have small ones and big ones. Okay, almost done with the head. We have to do the neck. Okay. So this part will go on top. Make sure that fits in there. There. Okay. Let's do the other one. Okay, there's two. Now we get to put the see, what are we doing? Okay. So we have the small. Wait, are these all the same size? Let's put it here. These are all. Really? Okay, so they're all the same size. Yeah. I thought according to the picture it looked like they were different size. So we want to okay, we're going to go like that. So that just fits in here. Ooh, be careful with that. Careful when you push that pin in there. Because that could easily break. There it goes. Okay. That's fine. They move a little bit. Okay. Then we do the other side. Okay. Oh, okay, to do the other side. Okay, like that. There it goes. And that's okay if it moves. Because it's supposed to move. Oh, be careful. There. Look like shoes. Okay. And then what? We have two different versions? Which one do I put on there? Oh. This is the one we just finished. Oh, shoot. Did we put another one on there? Okay. So I guess we just put one. That's the next step. It says to put this on top of his head. There. And then the final part. Okay. Why doesn't that? That moves up. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So you put that aside. And then we finish off with this part and make sure that the emerald piece the long it goes in like that. Whoa, get back here. Okay, so the emerald piece is going to go. Okay, I think that goes in like that. Huh? Let's see. Looks like that goes in like that. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Cool. Got it. Now I'm worried about this. What is this? This is the last. What do I do with that one? Okay. And now we're going to put these on. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Ow. All those edges on there really hurt. Okay, so now we just put this on. Aha. That's supposed to just go on top of him like this. Okay, that pushes in all the way. And this is supposed to go on top like this. Okay. All right, it's not going in there. Why? To fit that in like that. Make sure peg. Okay. Make sure that peg's sticking out behind his head, but I'm trying to. Oh, man. Okay, I got it backwards. Okay, this part's supposed to go in like this. And let's put that in right. I put it in backwards. Like that. Okay, yeah, that's supposed to go like that. It's supposed to cover that up. Okay. And now we can stick this in here. There we go. And then finally, we can stick this bad boy on there. There. Okay. Doesn't look like a horse. Looks almost like a deer. Okay, there's the head. Finish the head. There we go. Okay, heavy. Now, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with this. So let's put that aside for now. Okay, let's go to the next step. The next step is now the neck. We have another one of these? So we have like a couple of these we put on? Yeah, it looks like we do several of these. All right. let's go to the next part. So we'll just remove this. Okay. So now we're going on to the neck. Okay, no more. So it looks like we have a lot of these pieces like this. We got a lot of these silver. Wow, they really go overboard with this. Okay, let's separate all the colors so you get a better look at it. We got these polycast parts, white parts. We got more of these blue parts. Okay, we already built one. And here's some white, light gray. There, all sorted out. Okay. That doesn't look so bad. Okay. So now we get this. Let me take a look. Okay. So we've got two of these polycast like parts. A big one and a small one, and two of these for putting the so we had to put that 3 times. So this will go in here like this. Okay, there's 1, 2, and we put the small one. The big one in, like, oh, it's got it faced that way. Why does it do that? Well, I know the big one was. Okay, and then trying to fit this pig in the hole. Good. Okay, this opening goes up, facing up. There it goes. Okay. Really push that in there. Okay, it's in. Okay, that's how it looks. And then we just stick this part. Whoa. Get my X-Acto knife. I didn't cut that part off. There it goes. That was easy. Okay, so now we put this together. Okay. That's the neck. And that neck part is going to go right here like this. Okay. So, of course, a lot of slots, a lot of layering. So, we're going to have two of those on his head. Okay. So, what do we got here? We got, let me organize those so I can see these better. There's 4 of those, and these are all identical. They're all the same size like that. Okay. And this goes over here. So we're going to concern ourselves with this here. Oh, I see. It goes, that should be facing that way. Okay. There's that. Let me do the other side. Okay. Now we need this. That goes in the front. Oh, it goes at the bottom. Like that. Okay. I see the slots. There. Okay. And that has to, that peg has to fit in here like this. Okay. That's going to be a big model. Okay. So now we have, we finished that. Now we continue on with the rest of these gray pieces. Okay. So this is going to go like that. Going to kind of match the contour and the flow of the previous piece. There we go. Yeah, that goes up there like that. Covers up that light gray there. Covers up the dark gray. Okay, let's do that again for this part. Okay, nice. And then now we get these parts and put them at the bottom, and that should do it except for the crests. Okay, so this has to go this way. Like that. Okay. Oh, it's got to be facing the other direction. It's got to be facing backwards. No. Okay. Let's see. Oops. It's going to be facing this way. Let's try putting him on the other side. Huh? Oh, okay. I see how that goes. Like that. I think. Oh, that's better. That's better. I got that right. Okay. That should follow the same. Well, there you go. Okay, got it. How does that look? Yeah, doesn't look too bad. Okay. All right, so now we're finished with that neck, and now we're going to have to do this. We got all these parts here, all these silver parts we got to put together. We got, let's see, we got four. We already did one. 9-8. That was the first one we did. 9-16. 9-8 was back on the other page. Yeah, 9-8. So this is 9-8. This part we did before, and now we're going to put 9-8 here like this. It's got to be facing backwards. Oh, okay, I get it. That's his main. So what we're going to do is we'll put 9-8 aside over here, and then we're going to put the new one on. 9-15. We got to do this 4 times. Let's see. There's a peg. Holes, holes, pegs, pegs, holes, holes. Okay, 4 times. Okay, let's do some filing. How hard is to get them holes? Okay, 1. Where am I? 2. 3. Shit. I see seams. Whoa, that's bad. Let's see. Didn't I bring them? No, I thought I had them on my desk. Where my pliers, my needle nose pliers. Okay, so let's put these on. Yeah, you're not going to see that anyway. 1, 2. This is like being on an assembling line. Nothing really special about this. Okay, we'll just do it the same way. All right. Let's see. We got to arrange these like an assembly line. Why are we doing so many of those? Yeah, this goes backwards. Wait a minute. No. This goes like, no, that doesn't, that wouldn't go. Okay. This is correct. This isn't correct. Let's see, which way does that go? Okay. Okay. So the first part we're going to put on is the back one. Like that. Then we'll put this guy on. Oh man, that fucking hurts. Holy crap. Okay, so there's his mane right there. So we get the head with the mane. There you go. That makes sense. That makes sense. So let's finish these off. And then we'll be done with that neck part, and we can go on to the other neck part. Okay, that's better. All right. So you want to make sure that this part is facing down. Okay. What are we doing? Nope, that's not right. It has to be facing down. Like that. So we'll just finish off the rest of those. Okay. Last one. And that's going to two each. So we have 2 more segments of the neck. And finally, we can go on. I'll put those up there. There you go. So we got the head. We got the neck. Now we're going to get the next part, which is the other segment of the neck. So we'll just remove that. Okay, we don't have to deal with that silver crap anymore. Okay, this is exactly as the other segment. And then we have the last segment, which has that big peg in there to fit inside the body. Okay, so we just do the same thing we did before. There's the white parts. There's more white parts. There's the polycast parts. And there's the light gray part. Okay. All right. It doesn't matter. What is this? that go? Okay. Where are we? Oh, we're down. We're down here. Okay. Oop, the other side. There we go. So we actually have something a little bit different here. We got a different polycast piece. Get tired of that noise. So we have the standard that we just did, the squares. They fit just like that. Okay. But now we have something a little bit different. And that faces down. There you go. And now we got to put this like that. There. Whoa, that's real hard. Now we stick these together. Oh, that's just the sound of my table. Okay. I thought my table was bumping into something, was making an annoying sound. All right, so man, that's really annoying. Okay. So now we fit these parts in. And it should go. It should go. This should go just like that. Okay. And this has to go at the bottom. I thought that goes, let's see. Oh, it goes right there. Okay, go. And then we can put two more of those things on there. Oh, we only got two more? All right. So this is facing those parts are facing let's see. No, this has to face the other way. There. Right in there. Cool. Excellent. Okay. So now we do the same thing we did here. We grab our two pieces we just finished. And this should fit in there. Yeah, that should fit in there like that. Yeah. Like that. And these should be facing away. So I'm going to push this. There you go. That fits in the back. And this is going to fit here. There. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 parts. So this is 3 parts, but we'll have one more. Makes it 4. Very good. I'm good at it. So last one. All right, let's get the last part of the neck. So we get on to the, we can put the lasso. Then we get onto the legs. There. All right, so we got these 2 big pieces here. We got gray, white, and we got that. This is going to go inside here. The thing I'm worried about is this giant peg right here going into the body. I don't like that because it's just it's huge. And you might have to file the hole a little bit, get the X-Acto knife. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. When do we put that in there? Oh, we got to put that in right now. Okay. Oh, shit. We finished the other parts. Okay, so this giant thing. Which way does that go? Oh, that's the holes. So we'll do the part with the holes on it. And okay, I know where that goes. I can see where this part goes, just like. And then we can just stick this thing in here. There you go. And then finally, we put this part on. There's 4 holes. And that's going to go probably like that. Yeah. I'm guessing it's going to go like that. Yeah. Because that's where the holes are. Is that facing the right direction? Man, no, it doesn't go like that. And these, oh, there it goes. Yeah, that snapped in there nice. You really had to push it in. I was afraid to get the X-Acto knife out. Okay, there it's flush. Now we put this together just like it shows. Pretty easy. There it goes. Okay, that's the last part of the neck part, which is going to go right here. And then we can put the lasso on at the end. Okay, so now we got all these gray parts. Big gray parts. We got nice white ones. Okay. And then we get to go on to the legs. Okay, and this is going to go into the body. Oh, the lasso looks pretty easy to do. Since this horse is so big and we do a lot of bigger parts, it makes it easier. Okay. Yeah. Really have to push that in there nice and taut. Okay, so let's get our thing we just did. We just snapped that together. We turn that around, and that should be facing like that. And then we have this it goes in here. There you go. You can see how that fits in there. The contours are nice. Visible. Oh, man. There you go. Okay, so now we got these, you can kind of see where those go. Kind of obvious. Now, this is we have a we have this big one that doesn't, the big one goes down here and the small one goes on the top. There we go. Yeah. And then we have these little parts that are going to be facing this way, and they're going to go like that. There you go. I like it. Nice big parts. Nice. And finally, we have this big armored plate goes on top of there. There we go. And the last, and not to be the least, that's gonna go. There we go. Okay. So there are the 4 segments, and each segments get consequentially bigger and bigger. So there they are. If you can see that. Okay, now last, we do the lasso. There it is, the lasso. And that's pretty pretty self-explanatory, right? So let's put the parts together first before we put the lasso in there. I hope it fits. There you go. Oh, that was easy. Don't break. Oh no, do I have to shave that hole? I'm trying to pull that out a little bit. Oh, there it goes. I think. That's interesting. We got a bit of a problem here. Was it supposed to do that? Was that supposed? Is that supposed to go over there like that? It goes in, but this is all correct. But for some reason, maybe I should tilt these. Because I've got this problem here. Oh, there. There it goes. Uh-oh. Let me. There. Okay. I had to kind of push it from the bottom at an angle. And so this part here goes under the main. Okay, so now we got to do the same thing with this. Start from the bottom and then push. There you go. There you go. There's the... Wow, this thing is big, heavy too. Nice. Okay. You can move the main around like that. It's really nice. Yeah, it looks good. It's good balanced color, good gradient. Again, it leaves nothing to the imagination because it's already painted. Yeah, you don't have to do any weathering or painting or anything. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we'll obviously put the wire in here. No tricks with that one. That's pretty straightforward. This is a big this is a big one. And that should go right in there like that. And so now we are finished with the head and the neck. There. And that was okay, that's not too bad. There you go. Okay, so the head and the neck parts are all done. No problem. Now we go into the legs. Man, this guy's big. All right, let's do the leg parts now. We'll put the head over onto the side over here. And we'll finish off with the legs. Okay. So the good part is we just have 4 legs, which is good. Now there was something. Yeah, I put front leg. Yeah, front legs are smaller. Right front. And there's another part. Oh, here we have to do this page 35. This here, these parts here, you do 2 each, and they correspond to page 35. Yeah, it shows them putting it on here. That refers back to page 33. It's just a reference for me. Okay, now the leg units. Well, this should be fun. Okay. Again, as always, there's just so many armor parts. Well, that's why there's like 132 runners, I think. Okay, I think that's all the parts for that. Now let's get the leg. And which leg are we doing here? This is the wrong one. This is the one we need. Okay. So there's the one we need. Put that up like that. It's moving a little easier now. I guess the grease had time to kind of get in there, but it's still very stiff, even with the grease. Okay, nice metal armature. So let's put this here because we're gonna be doing that. Okay. So we have the donuts. We get the donuts. And then we have this emerald piece, which goes into the donut. Yeah. So let's set our colors aside, color pieces aside, of course, to the grays and the dark grays. Gray. Blues. Circles. Now, there's one of these where I got it mixed up, I think. But I think these are just all the same. I think they're just all the same. I don't think there's anything different about them. Well, once we do one of these legs, we kind of get the idea how the legs go together. So it should be pretty easy. Smooth sailing after this. Just had to smooth that out a little bit. Okay. So now we get our... Now this emerald green with the gold in it just goes right in. Yeah, like that. No problem. Okay, but this is important. This is facing the emerald green part has to go like that. Okay. And then has to go down. And that goes around his leg. obviously. Make sure the emerald part is facing out, because people want to see that. I would just go like that. Push that one in. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Now there's a screw there, but the screwdriver. If you looked at my X account, I posted a video about the screwdriver that comes with the model kit. It's too small. The handle is too small. It's very difficult to turn. So I had to use my other screwdriver set. Okay. There you go. That should be facing out towards us. Okay, now we get the big plastic armor. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to, oh, that's the other way. These pegs go into the top part here, like that, and that goes into the, pretty easy. I'm glad it's nice big parts, easy to deal with. Okay, now we get to the fun part now. Now we get to the front gray, light gray part, and this should just go right over like that. It should just go like that. Yeah, we need to have that open there. Oh, that fits. You can kind of see how that fits there. Okay, now we have this dark gray. Oh, no, this is the one we want. No, it's not. No, the dark gray. Should go just like that. Okay, and we have this F1 part, which is just goes like that. There. Okay. It's very difficult. Oh, that gets covered up. So that's, who cares? Who cares? It gets covered up anyway. Okay, blue, go with blue. Green over green. There's dark gray. There's some black hooves. And it's going to be doing this over and over again for 3 more legs. Okay, so Now we have all this shit here. Okay, what is this? We got those light. We got dark gray over there. Light gray, skeleton gray. They call those the black pieces. That's for the hooves. And these are the circles. Okay, organized by color. And we have a nice gold. Okay, so what are we doing? We have this piece. It didn't say follow the sequence, which goes at the very top. Okay, nice. And then we have this other piece that goes in the back. You can kind of see how that goes, obviously. There you go. Now, pieces pop out. Don't worry about it. Just glue it in. Because sometimes, you know, as these kits go, they just like things like to pop out all the time. Make sure your emerald piece is facing towards you, because this is the what I say, the front left. It's the front left leg. Yeah, left leg. This is the front left leg. Man, that's heavy. Okay, so now we're gonna do the little gray pieces here. That goes on either side. goes in this little slot right here. I said slot. That fits in right like that. There you go. Okay, no problem. All the nubs go away. Let's get it covered up. And then finally we have the covering to the hoof, and that goes right here like this. Okay, so now we're going to deal with more. And these are going to correspond to the 3 holes. Supposed to correspond to the holes there. There's 3 of them. That doesn't go, that's too far. How does that go? There's 3 holes. No, that doesn't go like that. This has to go oh, maybe that does go around there like that. There you go. Okay, more options. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, did I finish all that? I got that around there, got that. Now we do this. There's no sequence, it says. And that should go like that. There are more slots opening. Okay, and now we have these parts that go around. This goes on the back like that, covering. Nice. And this is going to go like that. Wait a minute now. I think you're supposed to put these blue pieces in there. Yeah, where's the blue pieces? The blue pieces go inside here. Yeah, that's supposed to go in there like that. Put those in first. Okay, there. And now we stick there we go. There. That really comes out nice. Okay. I'm not even looking at the instructions really. Because you just kind of follow the contours. Okay, so now stop saying that. What are we doing next? Oh, we got to do these things. And this goes in here like that. Oh. See? The peg is too big. It's not going to matter. That's wrong. Well, it could. Oh yeah. And then we just put the circles around. Hold that in place. Doesn't really matter how these go. Oh, yeah, it does. There you go. Yeah, that's got to go around there like that. Put the other one on. Yeah, it's got to go right. Bottom. There. Okay, now we cover up the hooves. And that's one leg. We're going to do the same thing with the other legs. That gets heavier. Okay, so what do we have here? This is at the bottom. There's a sequence I have to follow here. Mind the sequence. So okay. Do this first. Do these outer pieces first. And don't worry about that. There we go. Well, there's one leg. Okay. Now we do the other one. Okay, no problem. Now we just do the whole thing over again on the other side. Yep. That's good. Okay, that's all the parts. There. So far, if you just joined us now, we finished the head and we finished the leg. That's gonna be a big horse. I don't know if that's gonna fit on my shelf or not. Okay. Do. Well, it's good that the head kind of swivels back and forth too. And it's just sort of an adjustable neck, not really though. Okay. All right. So let me do the other side. Okay. Let's separate our parts again. Emerald, green, blue, gold, light gray, or white. They call that white. Here's gray right here, gray. Okay. I know where that goes. Here's some holes here. Donuts. And here's some hooves, black parts. Okay, same thing again. What are we doing? So we're here. All right. All right, let's do this. As always, the emerald part. So I want to stick this in first. There you go. Nope. Just put that in there. This one leg. It's going to be the other leg like that. That should go like that. And now let's get the... Okay, we got that done. Now we put this on. Yeah. Like that. Okay, this should go a lot faster. Okay. And this in the front. It should go on there. Oh yeah, it's gotta go. Okay. Tell me there's a little black soot on these parts. I don't know how they got on there. Okay. Oh, that's the dark gray one. In the back. There you go. And we got F1 again. Same part. Like that. Okay, now we got these are all gray parts. Save the black. That's for the end. Okay. So now those are on the back. Okay, the back. This part goes on the top. Okay. And put that on the top. Oh, when you get the hoof, bottom. Okay. Now we have the gray parts. Whoops. All right. There you go. Yeah, what else? Oh, that didn't go on. Oh, the peg. There it goes. Okay. That's better. What are we doing next? Is this? No. Mhm. Oh, okay. That's going like this came off. holes. Wait a minute. There it goes. Okay. Place. Place. Okay. Oh, now we got the jewels. Okay. There. Okay. That keeps coming off. Ah, there it goes. Not anymore. I thought. So now we go to the next page. And we're going to put. Okay, so we have. Okay. Those are on the back. Okay. What's that? Okay. Hmm. Yeah. That's supposed to go. Hmm? No, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we do the hooves last. thing. Hey, I'm just going through this real quick. We're almost done with this leg. Cool. There. Okay, now let's put the hooves on. And so the first thing we're going to do is the outside pieces. Not really going in the hole. All right, there. There. Mm. There it goes. Nope. Wait, isn't that supposed to be pushed together? Oh, that's together. Why isn't? Seriously? That not going in the hole? No, it's not going. Why? Oh, there it goes. Sort of. I need to do the other side now. Oh, come on. Weird. It's not going in the... Why? way. Doesn't want to go in there. Just doesn't want to go in that hole. That peg's not going in. The back went in. Oh, is there something in the way? Oh. There can't be anything in the way there. There's nothing in the way. So that should just fit in that hole easily. Let's try doing it backwards. Let's try doing the front peg. I can't get a grip on it. Okay, so hit. Okay, I think that did it. Every time. What time is it anyway? Yeah, always around this time. About like an hour or something. It always happens. Ah. Why? I don't get it. Well, it's supposed to go in there in the slots. It's not going in. I didn't bring my needle nose pliers. It's not going in the slots. It's supposed to go in the slots. It's not going in. Yeah, it's not going in the slot. Why? The other one fit in fine. Let's see. Well, that should do it. There. No, still. No. Why? What the fuck is going on? My goodness. What the hell? I gotta be careful with that pin. It kind of bent. And it's just not staying put. There. Boy. I don't know how that happened. Ah, then it comes off. Holy shit. I gotta put that on again. God damn it. Why? Okay, let's try that again. Ah, fuck. Seriously? Okay, so if I bend it down, bend the toe down. Okay. I'm not fucking with it anymore. That's enough. So if I bend this toe up, it's gonna expand those two parts on the left and the side of it, and it's gonna pop that top of that toe off. So we'll just have to leave it like that for now. Okay. Well, he's gonna go on a stand anyway, so who cares? Doesn't matter. He's put him on a stand, and he'll stand up. And I'm guessing his feet won't even touch the ground. Okay, that was fun. God, we just ran into a roadblock there, as usual. Always around 1 hour mark. Okay, so now we finish off with the hind legs. I don't know how that happened, why it just wouldn't fit around there. That was the easiest part of the whole. It's just the hoof. All it is, just the hoof. So we have two more legs to go. Thank God. I told you it was going to be a little bit longer one day. See, what leg are we dealing with here? Okay, let's separate. We got gold. Hopefully we won't have this problem again. Gray, whites. And we have a couple of the same thing as we just did before. Here's some more. These are basically just the same. We have to put these little things together first. What are these things? There they are. There it is. Okay, so we have, oh, that one. Okay, so we have these. And we're going to be doing those first. The dark blue and the gray. There's the hooves again. Okay, so what? Okay, I got the right one. There, but the first thing we're going to do, we're going to do 2 of those. So the first thing we're going to do is these parts were saved for page 35. Okay. I think that's the right leg. Are we doing the right leg? Yeah, that's left. Okay, let's see. So now we're going to do 2 of those. Okay, this is the bottom. And like that. Okay. It should fit in just like that. Okay, there's one. We have to do 2 of those. And this should just, same thing. Huh. Okay. And we're going to save that for later. Well, now what are we doing? Now we're doing these parts. Do those with 4 of those. There, okay. And the rest is just the leg armor. All right, let's see. We got 4 of these. We got 4 of those. We only got 1 golden thing. Oh, okay. Oh, we had 2 of those. Okay. All right. So we're going to be doing this one more time after. And then we put some kind of something at the end there. I don't know what we're doing. Oh, there's the big blue thing right there. That goes in there. Okay. No polycast parts, just all armor. So what are we doing now? So we grab this. This is the part we want. Goes on the other side. Should go just like that. Four of those things. That should go in. Yeah, that should go in there. Yeah, like that. That's like a darker gray color. Okay, then we do it the other side. Okay. There's our 4 parts, and we just, what do we do? Oh, we got to put it around the leg. Okay. We got, these are for later. But now we're going to put this around the leg. So we put this on first. There you go. And then we take the parts we just did. And we put it here. And we put like that. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? Let's get the other leg. I think. Is that right? We're going to put it on the other leg. And that's what it looks like. Let's see. Where's the... Yeah, we go like that. Go ahead and skip to the next page. And that'll just go in there like that there. There. Okay, put that aside. We're dealing with this leg. Okay, so we got that on there. Now we have to put all that armor on again. Okay, we got gray, light gray, skeleton gray, blue. And we got all these light colors. This is going to go over here like that. I can see where that, and that's the hooves. That's the last part. And then we got light gray, gray, white. Okay, some different parts, but generally the same thing as last time. Hopefully you don't have any trouble with putting the hoof on. Okay, so what are we doing? Okay, there's that. And that's going to go on the top part. And we have this is going to go again on the upper part of the leg. Okay, no problem. Okay, then we get these big giant pieces here. Good to get rid of those. All right. And then we have 2 holes. Oh, this is going to go on the top part. And it's going to go where the holes are. And no, that's for later. There. Okay. There you go. Nice. You can move that around too. Okay. Nice, delicious. Looks like a drumstick. I don't recommend eating that. Listen. Okay. So I put that on. Now we're going to put on the big square guy. Square hole here, which goes over the hole. Oh, thank God for big pieces. And then we're going to stick this at the very tippy top. And we did that. And now we're going to stick the big. There we go. Easy, easy. Now we put the other side on. Like that. Okay. Make sure that gets in there nice and good. Okay. Now we have this. And that goes on the. There we go. Okay, no problem. Then we get this blue thing. Put that on the top. Okay. Blue thing. And we have a gold thing on the side. It goes like that. It should fit in there. And F1 at the bottom. Okay. I see where this is going again, just like last time. Okay. Now we got to cover up the part doesn't have a lot of meat. Okay. Well, that goes ankles. The blue parts go here. I can just put that in there now. I know where that goes. I can just do that now. Okay. Get that over with. Get that out of the way. So now we just have these parts that are left. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay. So what do we have here? The hoof part. That was the part we had trouble last time. It didn't fit in. So we got to do this. Oh, go over that again. Yep. Oh. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Am I missing gray parts? What gray parts am I missing? Did I not clip those? Or do I need them? Already put the blue parts in there. Yeah, okay, yeah, we don't need the yeah, we already put that in there. Okay, good. Phew. That goes around here like this. Okay. And there we go. And then the final part is the back part there. Oops. There. Okay. Okay. Same thing. Let's put this on first. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Huh? Not again. I guess it's in there. I can't tell. No, it's not in there. Ah, why is that so difficult to get that in the hole? It's hard to see. Damn it. I don't know why I cannot get that peg in the, that peg is not going in the bottom. Why is that not going in? This is the hardest part of the whole kit is this stupid hooves. I can't get the peg in there. Is something in the way? I don't get it. It just won't go in the peg. Why? Why won't it go in there? It goes in the back one, but it won't go in the front. It's not going in. And I'm trying to start with the front peg first, but it just won't go in. What the holy hell? I would have finished already. Why? It won't go in. It just will not go into the hole. Yeah, who's that guy? That one guy that built this? He got like, I don't know what, 500,000 views or something. Why didn't you show this? He showed everything else. Why don't you show them clipping this on? Because this is like, I cannot get it into the hole. It's not lining up. And it's getting really frustrating because it's just all it is a stupid peg. And I can't make the hole bigger because it's a metal hole. The back one goes in right away, but the front one just will not go in the hole. It's off. And I don't understand why. Why is it so off? Got this plastic part in front of it in the way. And that pin broke off. I cannot put this on. I can just glue that one over there, but I have to like cut that or something and make that bigger. I mean, make that smaller. I don't want to waste any more time on this shit because this is the easiest part. Just putting the pieces together. It shouldn't be like this. Nice. I have to cut some of this part off. This square here is in the way. Okay, let's try now. Now I can't get a grip on it. What the holy hell? I don't want to bend that peg too much or it's going to break off eventually. Did it go in? Seriously, is it in or not in? The peg isn't long enough. Now I have to do the same thing to the other side. I have to do this all over again with the other leg. Holy hell. Okay. This is going to have the same problem as the other side. So I had to shave off that square that was in the way of the peg. There. Okay, I'm not going to touch that anymore. Okay, what am I doing now? Let's finish. God, that wasted so much fucking time. to save this part for last because I want to try to put the hoof armor on while with these things on the way. Okay, we have one more leg to go. All right, let's get this. And that's it, we're finished. And then we can do the body and finish with this kit. So I'm going to check the hoof armor first before I start putting this together. I want to see what it looks like. And look, it's the same problem. Wasted time. Okay. Any other parts in here I need? Nope, that's it. Okay. Okay, where are the hooves? There's that. There's one. There's another one. Where's the black? There's the black. There's the hoof part. Okay. Let's move this shit out of the way. This might have the same problem. Which I hope it doesn't. So I don't want to. Oh, that just went in. That just. Okay, if it went in the first time and go, it just slipped right in. Look, the same thing. Okay, that works. Thank God. I don't know why those two just had such a huge problem. I don't get it. Well, the first one wasn't so bad. First leg. Jesus Christ. Let's finish this godforsaken thing. Okay, there's 2 gold. There's the emerald green. There's 2 blue. There's a giant blue. There's a dark blue piece. Here. Armor. More of these kind of armor. Light colored armor. The same shit like we did the other leg. Okay, we got these balls. That's at the end. Donuts. I mean, save the donuts for the end. Skeleton gray. Light gray. Okay. That's it. And we can maybe get this over with. Let's see. Where are we at here? Are we, is this the one we're doing? I put that on there. I put that armor on there. Oh, wait a minute. The other side, okay. Next page, last page. We put that on there. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the gray one. The gray is gonna go on the blue, on the. Oh, that goes on the front. Okay, front. Goes on the. This goes on the. Huh? There we go. Okay, that's correct. Funny, you don't really see that. Weird. Okay. What am I doing? Do this in order. Okay, that goes on the other side. Okay. Okay, I just might as well just put that in there now. Doesn't matter. What am I doing? Oh yeah. And what am I putting on the top there? Oh, I did all that. Okay, this is for the bottom. That's the hooves. This is what's the spray part here? Okay, let's see. Oh, of course, F1 goes in the back there. Okay, that goes there. Okay. Oh, that goes on the top. Did that. This goes set the. This goes here. Yep. Okay. Put this here. That's fine. I'm just ignoring people. I don't care. I just want to get this over. I'm not even really following the steps. I just because you can just see where these parts go. There's nothing magical about it. Nothing special at all. It's just pretty cut and dry. It's pretty easy because the parts are so big. Nothing really challenging about it. And the last part is going to be, I think the hardest part so far, this kit has been the Legend of the Star General guy. The main character. He was the hardest part. I'm going to have some nice lunch after this. Let's see. We got to do that part again. What do you have here? Let's just stick these blue parts in there because we already know how that goes. Okay. And we're going to put these things on last because I have to do the hooves. Well, the hooves, I just tested it. Now you saw me. You can go back and look. The hoof armor, I put that on first before I did all this stuff. And it fit right away. So it shouldn't be a problem. But I'm still going to save these for last. I recommend putting these on last. I don't care what the instructions say because when you put the hoof armor on with those in the way, you put those on, they're going to get in the way and probably break. So it's better to save that for the end. No big deal. Okay, here we go again. This has to go. This should fit. What? Go. Have to make sure that goes in this. What? There you go. Okay. Now we're going to put these on. We're almost done. Thank God. I'm still worried about these giant pegs if they're actually go in the body. I might have to get the X-Acto knife and open up the hole because, yeah, I don't trust that at all. I may not even go in there. Might be a tight fit. Maybe grease it up. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, we can put the hoof on there. There we go. And what we can do is, let's just put the hoof part on right now. Oh, I see what the problem is with that. That's why it won't fit in. That explains why. Because this is in the way. That thing's in the way. See? Yeah, it's in the way. Is it supposed to be like that? No, it's supposed to go all the way around it like that. Oh, that's horseshit. Yeah, that's terrible. What the hell? And I can't even see. Is it going in the hole? The peg is just too small. Okay, there. That worked. Let's do the other side the same way. Can't see. It's because of this armor's in the way. You put this on first, and then you put the hoof armor on, and then the hoof armor doesn't have not enough room here. There. Okay. So that one I had to start from the top peg. That doesn't mean you're not going to have any trouble. Okay, what are we doing now? Oh, we got to put this crap on, and we're all done. Okay, this goes on the back. And then we can put those Kid Icarus things on it. There. Okay. Finish up. Let's finish up. Okay. There. Now put the donuts. There you go. And that's it. We're finished. We're done. And we do the body next. We'll do that next week. And that should finish up. So we did 2 legs, and we had problems with the hooves. I'm not going to mess with them. So there's the hind legs. Here are the front legs. That was supposed to be the easiest part, but ended up being the hard part because the hoof armor. And there's the head. And so the body is pretty straightforward. It has the big metal frame. It's a big body. Yeah, just big parts. And pretty straightforward. Just little part, and then just some little parts. And then has some kind of armor, a little bit of armor. And then at the end, that's it. I mean, you still got a couple of pages left. And then there's the stand, and it's all finished. So you just put the horse on the stand. Well, that's interesting. Look at this picture. The front legs. This picture right here, if you look at it, can you see it? The front legs, the tips are facing down. Oh. Because I tried moving it up, and when I try to make this level to the table, it's split the toe armor. I wonder if it's designed like this. It's supposed to be facing down. Well, it doesn't matter because he's just gonna go on the stand. You can move it if you like, but I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not gonna put him the Legend of the General Store. I'm not gonna put him on top. That's no, thank you. I'm not gonna waste time with that. That just probably breaks something. Okay. Let's get the saddle. That's it. So we'll just finish up next week, and then we can start prepping for the next one, next model kit, which will be I'll be doing some painting. So that's it for today. We finished the head, which wasn't too bad. Had to be careful with the mane there. It looks nice. I said it looks nice, even though it's despite its flaws. There's the hind legs, and just a caution, the heel, the toe armor doesn't really. And there's the front legs. And again, I anticipate we're going to have some problems with the pegs going into the body because the hole may not be big enough. And if not, you just put a little grease on there and it'll go in there. Okay, let me get a good shot at that so you can see what I did. Move that microphone over here. There. Okay, we're almost done. Yeah, again, there's no painting required. It already has a good painting scheme. You don't have to worry too much about the nubs because they just disappear pretty much because it's just layers upon layers of armor. And well, I'll do like a little final talk about it next time, but that's it. Okay. All right, that's all. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you next week when we finish up I'm over here, the camera's over there. We'll finish up the model with the body and the stand. That'll be it, and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. And that one's going to be more. I can put more effort in the next one because I'm gonna be painting that one too. And I'm gonna go and I'm probably gonna make a video about how to remove nubs, whatever they're called, nubs. I'm gonna look at like various different videos of other people and their recommendations of how to remove nubs, and I'm gonna do my review and then come up with my own conclusion about it. So I'm gonna go through and demonstrate that. Anyway, thanks for coming out, and look forward to see you next time. Bye bye.